Welcome, welcome. Welcome to your questions. Or convictions. Let's see if I welcome that. Yeah. Am I clear?
Ganga, when you told yesterday that anything what can be lost, it is anyway too much.
Yeah.
I felt a big relief and then a kind of strength again. I have a strength. And there a confusion came that it seems to be a contradiction for me. Maybe it's like with surrender and this strength, because somehow
As if surrender gives you finally your own strength, isn't it?
yeah, in my
Surrender you had because you have imagination about humility and someone who surrenders, but it's not about that. The surrender of someone, if we speak like this, it gives strength to what it doesn't belong to that someone, which is always there. So the natural strength of your whole self gets obvious. So there is no contradiction. Don't follow the comments of your mind, you see.
Can you speak about surrender? What is it then?
When you are ready to lose everything you build, or you have, or you think of yourself, you are ready. Anyway, they will disappear at some point, they will be given up, you will lose them. And then you see, anyway, it's part of this world of appearance. So why should I try to keep anything, to fix anything? It's the way it appears. So it's just natural, it appears so. You can say it's the strength of wisdom to just say so, but even if it is too much words, but since we speak, can say so. But never forget, it doesn't belong to anybody. That's why you see, to see it once is enough. Because somebody is always in time. To see it once is enough. And then that somebody, if he doesn't die, has a personal life, has a life. But of course there will be no search anymore. Okay, what's real, what is there when everything is left, what remains. It's not of a possession of anybody. And that's enough. If you want to attain something, it will not be enough. But then you have to question that. You have to be more clear about what you really want. Things like that. Did I hear anything? Yeah, please. Can you give it a Hi.
Hi. I'm afraid
Yeah. Of what?
not being able to reach the self.
Oh, but you see, you are very lucky that we have not to reach it. You are it even before that thought came. So you have just to keep quiet with your mind. That what we search, you see, has always been there, will always be, is always there. It's impossible to describe it because there is nobody who can reach there. So once you see that all this appearance is due to that, you see, due to that, where is the worry then? Hmm. No? Nothing comes in you. Oh, it's over. Nothing comes in you. Is it because you have seen what has to be seen? Or is it because of extreme fatigue? Or fatherness? What is it? Am I not there that you cannot address? Or what? Because I tell you, silence is beautiful, of course. I myself come to satsang to have a moment of silence because daily life is very busy. You can always have a moment by yourself wherever you are, even in satsang. But it depends who leaves the silence. Because if you think the silence is it, and that's why you cherish that, then there is a problem. I myself say there is a problem, because then you will depend on satsang or on something to be in silence. So make sure why you have no questions or no something to share about this search. And of course, if it is done, then it happens in the Vedas and all that. They say So many rishis were together. Okay. Yeah.
I want to clear up something about knowing, because I feel quite clear that whatever I perceive is not what I am.
Yeah.
But then an arrogance comes that I know something. Do I know? Or
Yeah, you know something, but do you know who you are?
I can't describe it.
So you have no search. And so why there is a doubt about knowledge?
There's no doubt.
Then why you ask the question? From where it came?
Yeah, mind. Mind. Yes.
Yes. Because that question was not part of the knowledge. Huh? Okay.
Ganga. For me it's like that, what you said. Because I was not quiet since I came back.
Yeah.
When we're in satsang, somehow I become quiet.
Yes.
I don't want to ask questions.
Yes,
I just want to be quiet. And,
yeah, you want to be quiet because of course
so
you are otherwise quite whatever, but let's say disturbed, so you want to be quiet. Nothing wrong with that, it's very natural. But all that is the wanting of the one I see.
because I don't accept the not quietness.
Yeah, you don't accept that even quietness is linked to not quietness, and it is very ephemeral. And you depend on circumstances. While if you know who you are, is there any question left, except questions about the life or whatever? There will be no question left. Because everything is seen. Even if someone doesn't like it or likes it, but it is put at the proper place. It is in the realm of what appears, which is the expression of your own self, actually. But it's the expression of your own self when there is nobody claiming it has to be this way or that way, or it has to be longer this way or that way. Yeah. So of course, very good to want to be quiet, sure, but you could ask for more than that, because you depend again.
So I would like some more.
Yeah, okay. But you see, this...
Something else. Something else?
I don't know if it is something else. It is... It's a moment of saying, realizing what the real nature of things is. That's all. And the life will continue. Maybe you will still like to come to be quiet here and to be busy there. But then there will be no dependence. It's just a way to live. So for that, I don't know, it happens. Some people, it was a very interesting trip in India, because I saw some people to whom it happened and they didn't even know that they wanted that. Probably, if we can speak like this, there was a very old background about it. And some people, they have not followed at all the path I followed. They just wake up. They just wake up. It's a matter of waking up, and it will be in discarding the path of even the search. It's amazing. It's amazing. For me, I had a certain path, so of course whatever I will say will have that color. I can put things in a proper place if needed. But it's true that I needed an intensity, and I think it's an intensity to be free. And it never worked for many years, and suddenly it worked. So, what to say? But at least here, what can be pointed out is what it is not. So it's not even quietness. Okay? It will show up quiet and non-quiet. That's true. But that itself is not quietness. As it is not emptiness, as it is not fullness, as it is not nothingness. Impossible to grasp it. And in that you can have experiences of emptiness, fullness, etc. Sure. And it's of
Is it enough when I'm clear that it's an expression?
okay.
Is it enough that I just know it's an expression, or and then ask maybe?
Who is asking that question? Must be somebody who feels frustrated and that it is not enough. And that somebody will be good girl in accepting that maybe it is enough, and then boom, it will explode again because it will not be enough. You see, those questions are the preoccupation of your mind. So the mind is still very powerful then. To think that what? That he will know from where it comes.
Speaking about being good student, or
The what?
what you say, being good girl. Yesterday when you took the flowers away. Yeah, but that's very important.
That's a beautiful gesture.
Yeah, but something happened afterwards. Also, when I came home, I saw a whole religious
Yes,
construct.
of course.
Um,
That was meant to be.
yeah, yeah. But I was not aware that it was still so strong and that it shaped up.
Yes,
So
yes.
much
Now I've
research.
seen enough that
Yeah.
you see it looks genuine,
Yeah.
and in the end, whatever sign is kept, it becomes a construction of a cult, and then everybody is in a mess
Yeah.
because it's not through a cult that you will wake up.
Yeah.
In the contrary, it will last more than a lifetime then to reach something which is anyway impossible. So, good you saw that.
Yeah, it was feeling.
Okay, then it's gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
You're left with what? You see, to wake up to yourself doesn't depend on a religious feeling, on a cult, on whatever, on a ritual. So, because you already are awake, the nature, what allows this to appear, is there. So maybe talk less with yourself, give yourself a split moment of not chattering with your mind. A chatting. Yeah.
You mentioned something about in Tiro that you met people that are discarding the search and the path.
Yeah.
And I also was confronted with this. And I'm just thankful I have this path and this search, and I have you to keep me there, because I know if I would discard it, I would be somewhere in the world and lost. And I saw my mind picking up this position. This is all concept. Search is a concept. The path is a concept, and discarding everything we do here. And so it's just mind. It's just the mind. It doesn't have any. I mean, it was good to see this for a moment, but it doesn't have any value for me. That's how I saw it, and if you have something to say, I'm happy to hear.
What you say is right. It's a talk of the mind, and at the same time, what it discarded was right. No, if you have a search, you cannot simply dismiss it like this. It will be for a while, but then it will come in some other ways, yeah? But then, if you hear for at least once, and maybe you have to hear it a bit more than that, but it's available everywhere anyway, that whatever you want to search is a wrong path. You shape a path to arrive where? Somewhere. So it is nothing to do with realizing who you are. Okay? It has nothing to do with realizing who you are. So you may need to hear it this for some time. But it's to hear this only. You see? And it's true that there is a danger of, for example, a life like we have here. And at the same time, there is a beauty. The danger is, it's a style of life, and it becomes, without you knowing it, it becomes a way of life. It becomes, how can you wake up when you know that you are safe and you are at the right, place and all that? How can you wake up? You may wake up anyway, but you may wake up even without this. Know that. You may even wake up, and it happens to quite a few, without this. I don't know what to say more. At the same time, I would love to, so far, I still am a bit talkative about this. So of course, those who like to hear, they are here. I think, the important thing is to hear. It can happen even without this. Okay?
About you were talking now, just looking
Yeah, I know everybody.
it's
something
for me. All this, for me, the going to Tiru was very intense in all the ways for everyone. I think, but I saw myself. Before I see it, I was seeing it, but I was not so clear, and now I'm really, really clear that I saw that even if I was thinking that yes, it's not the person, yes, it's not the person, yes, it's not the person who's going to be realized or have to do something, the doer, I was always fighting inside. Even if you say it to me again and again and again and again, I was fighting with myself. Thinking in somewhere that it was me who's going to take it. And suddenly I was always like with a voice saying, you are not doing the thing you have to do this, you have to do that. I had many concepts about this, and suddenly I was free of this, and now I just, when you say you don't have questions, I don't have question, but I really love to be here. And
okay, so you have seen the essential. So have your life. I have nothing to say here. And you don't get bored to hear. If you have seen, you don't get bored to hear and to be obliged to come.
from this,
Not yet.
I'm not obliged. No.
This I cannot know. This is up to each one. That's the beauty. Everybody gives meaning, whatever he likes, to his life. But it is surely not by coming necessarily all the time to satsang and so on that you can wake up. It can happen also, but it also can not happen this way. This has to be seen.
What happens to me is that when I come to satsang, thoughts lose their importance.
Yeah.
And when there is no satsang, then slowly over the weeks, the importance creeps back in on thoughts and things. And so I do have a preference for coming to satsang.
Preference to be quiet. Yeah, so it's about the life.
Yes. So it is.
This provides quite a good way of life. But will you wake up? If it is enough, it's enough. But some people want to wake up. Me too, I have a way of life with satsang. What do you think? I like it so far, but I don't have the problem to search. So, you have to know what is important for you, what fits your demand, and if you really understand well, and you have to get the information that you can wake up at any moment, any time. Maybe it doesn't even depend on this. That's all. I did my duty. Yeah.
I'm not sure exactly.
Maybe you don't have any more
No,
questions.
it's not. It doesn't really matter, but still, I want to talk with you and I want to talk about that. So, in a way, I don't feel so much attracted to come to satsang because some instruction I hear doesn't fit with my experience anymore.
Yeah.
When I hear, don't listen to your mind, don't catch your thought, don't.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I feel like, but I have seen that all is that, so I don't see where there is a problem. Even
So you have
searching.
seen what has to be seen.
Yes.
But then why do you come to satsang?
It's why I didn't come the past 2 days, and I don't know. I don't know what to do with myself.
You are welcome, but why to come? Satsang is to realize the real thing.
But it's...
satsang or whatever happens which makes you wake up is to realize the real thing. Now, of course it's no more for you than to hear those things. And maybe this way of instructing doesn't fit you. There are other ways of instructing that can suit you. But if you don't need to hear anymore, why should you be here? Unless you like some people like still. But because it's a way of life, huh? Yeah, you don't
There is
need.
this paradox still that I would like to know that all the time, and I know this is also part of that, so I shouldn't try to be in that. I mean,
Yeah. No, okay.
but then I don't know. I mean this, I don't know. And so I don't know if I should come or not come. I know what I'm saying now is also bullshit, and what you're saying is a lot. I mean,
A lot of bullshit.
also, but because we cannot talk the truth anyway. No, but we cannot say what is anyway. So
No.
of course, what I'm saying, even I hear myself talking, it's.
But listen then. But do you like? Why coming then?
Why not coming as well?
Yeah, but but then look how you are when you come. I mean,
I don't know. I have to try. I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
be free. Be free to live what is there for you. Then, but then don't go for searching.
Why not?
Searching for who you are, for the truth.
There is.
You like it. You have not seen what you say.
I think it's part of it as well, so it's not a problem even if I forget and I try to search again and then I remember, oh, but it was part of that also.
Yeah, but that's what I mean by waking up to yourself.
So there's no problem even if I search.
That's up to you. That's up to you. I don't call it that searching then. It is just reflection about things. Listen, you do really whatever you like, but know that if you come here, it's no more because you search according to what you say. And I'm very happy about that. Now, if you like to be quiet a moment, welcome. Huh? But it doesn't look it's so much your cup of tea. Maybe you have other things to do in life.
I just still think there is, which is that as well, but still I feel like there is some more stabilization, not understanding, but stabilization in seeing that all is that, which is not really there yet. That it's not.
But if you speak of stabilization, you speak of time, and then it will take time. It's an idea also. You see, what is that we point out? Huh? It doesn't care if someone searches or not, isn't it? It doesn't care. So, but if you have seen that, if you as a person sometimes still ponder, oh, it has to be stable, and then immediately the wisdom is, oh, but it's a thought, and all that. If it is, then you are okay. I mean, what is the problem? What do you want more to know? Even if one day you get looking like in an experience more stabilized, anyway, this happens to somebody. If the essential is seen, that's nice. I'm very happy about it. And then be free with your life. Oops.
the sense or the knowing that I am
That's
is
too much, huh? Yeah.
why is it too much?
It's too much. I am. And sometimes you are not. When you sleep, you have that sense of I am.
So there's always one that needs to wake up.
When you think you have to wake up, there is somebody who wants to wake up. Yes.
Yes, but I think no one can deny that one is, or I cannot deny of myself.
Okay, then don't search anymore. What are you searching then? If it is clear, what are you searching? What do you want to know more?
Because maybe I cannot believe that the search ends until this body and this mind is alive.
You be busy with your belief then.
Mm.
You do as you like. If you like to keep a belief, keep it. You will be troubled by that, but if you want to keep it, you will be troubled by that. If you don't want to be troubled by your mind, you don't keep that belief.
Yeah, I don't keep it. I have this form, I have this mind, I'm able to speak now.
Yeah.
So I think it's constantly changing. So it's not, I'm not keeping a belief, but it's like so there is no search to be done.
No, because of the search one suffers. Huh?
But for example, my parents, they are not searching for anything.
No,
They suffer still. But if
no, that's not true. They search that the son is happy. They search for their own, and they believe this is the whole thing. No, that is not true. The whole world searches. All the world is in search. You take birth, you are searching. No.
That's what I said, no? It's endless.
The search for objects is endless, yes.
But still, if I go for them and I ask them, you know who you are? They cannot deny who they are. They might or not, we don't know. Each one carries their own ideas.
That is their problem or not. Why you bring that in? I am busy with you alone. No.
Because
all your ancestors. If they know very well I am Mr. Antel, okay, well, if there is no question about that.
Yeah, but
no
what I want to point out is that knowing. There is something that knows.
Where?
Well,
it
knows already. It's impossible to say it, so it's impossible. But still that...
But not everybody says so. Maybe it is your experience. If it was like that, then why do you search yourself? It doesn't mean anything then.
Because it seems that everyone searches for experience.
Okay, yeah. That's what we say in satsang. That's why you miss the point, because you want an experience. So you understood something.
Yeah, but yesterday I went home and then I couldn't talk this to you, and then I was sharing with Bhakti, and I don't know, it seems like
something is obvious to you. Yeah? Something is obvious.
Something is obvious.
Which makes you speak. Yeah?
Yes. Through that I speak. Yes.
Okay. Then keep quiet there.
But I want to
be sure.
No, actually I don't want to be sure, because I understand that there is nothing to be sure of.
Okay.
And
then what do you want? What do you want to share with me? You want to tell that it's obvious. I'm very happy for you. Okay, it's obvious. And that's it, huh? That's all. Our contact is over. Except that I would be very happy to greet you when I'm on the beach and all that, but
thank you.
What do you search? What else? You search something else? I don't speak about the life. Do you search something else?
I think I search the fact that I can think. I search the fact to understand how can I experience. I search that maybe I'm not at the right place to understand that, but
But those preoccupations,
I'm
they
not
don't
worried.
come from the obviousness, huh? It doesn't
No,
come from
sure
the
not.
obviousness, it comes from a mind, yeah. If you want to be busy with that, but no, it's your mind only.
Ganga.
Yeah.
It's very important what you said before,
Okay.
that it's just a lifestyle
Yeah.
in a way. And it's not about that, it's about waking up.
Yeah, one forgets.
So this waking up, it's like,
But first of all, you see, okay, we speak of waking up because we still think we have to wake up. Otherwise, even that is a bit too much idea, because it's already there. You see, it's already there. We just locate ourselves somewhere. That's why one has to wake up. But it's okay to say so, because otherwise it would not even be satsang if there was not a place from where you have to wake up. You see, there is some indication, because something has to be shaken. Yeah. Okay. No, there is nothing wrong to have a life like this, but don't get asleep thinking that a life like this will give you the best conditions to wake up. May not be true. Will you believe? I woke up after all when I was not with my master. I don't deny that for me, probably it was my path to be a lot with him And then I really could not be a lot with him. It was every 5 years, every 3 years, only for a month and a half. 1, 2, 3, 4 times only. And I think it was a luck for me. Today I can say so. Because then you are left alone with your own self-inquiry, with your own burning desire for liberation. It was my case. Maybe it's not like this for you. You see? And I don't think that there is more result in the satsang of all the years in Lucknow than in those years where there were not regular satsang. Because you see, to make a lifestyle, there is nothing wrong with it. We have to live in some way. But it can make you sleep also. So, if you don't want to wake up, it's a very nice life, why not? If you want to wake up and you don't forget, it can be also very good. But it's more you, whatever, it depends, I don't know on what.
So this waking up, it's not like I think now I'm free.
Why not?
No, sometimes I think I'm free, or I believe I'm free, or whatever, or I'm free. But I'm not I didn't wake up, because then suddenly I'm
But
not
to
free
say I
anymore.
am free is waking up, no? Who says in the world I am free? Well, free, yes.
No,
It's
sometimes you
of
see it
something.
afterwards, when you feel, fuck, I'm not woke, I'm sleeping. Before I didn't sleep.
But you can sleep in freedom, why?
What is this waking up? If it's not a... When it's not
It
an
is in
experience.
the imagination of the seeker. At some point he said, oh my God, where I was, or whatever someone will express it. And then he says, wow, everything was always there and I'm just busy with my mind. For example, that is waking up.
Now I know I'm dreaming or sleeping. Does it
You
mean
know
I
it.
woke up?
Huh?
Does it mean I woke up? It doesn't mean that.
But the one who wakes up doesn't ask this question. Because he doesn't care if the person is sleepy or not sleepy. You see? It has nothing to do. This is the world of the appearance. It's a life. From birth to death, there is a life. Is to wake up to that fact.
Ganga?
Yes.
No, no, finished. No, you said
What?
it doesn't care if it sleeps or not. Who doesn't care? There's only me here. There's no one else. Didn't you say that? It doesn't care if you sleep or not.
If the person sleeps or not. It doesn't care if the person sleeps or not.
Yeah, understood.
So I'm something that's not the person.
Yeah, and innate that person appears. But you see, when it is seen, then there is no worry or trouble that a person is this way or that way appearing in it. Huh? I mean, even if it is full of worry or full of... But it is the way it appears. It has to be like this. It is black and white. It is dual. And in it you play your role. But something is so much seen that it doesn't matter, it is this way. This is the thing, huh? You still have the question? Maybe.
Today I'm very awake in satsang, and this makes me, it feels right, it feels good, it makes me happy. It wasn't there for a long time. I was sleeping almost in satsang. I was not awake.
Yeah.
And this, I just see, for me, why I'm here. I need satsang. Satsang is what, it's the rest, what I'm sitting to cross this samsara. It gives, it's needed. And I mean, you really did a good job. You were hammering all the time the reft, you know, with a nice axe. It got smaller and smaller. And then it felt almost, I'm drowning, you know, with all
But
this
there was
reft.
never a raft and never a river, and don't forget it. As real.
I could say I know that, but
Okay.
yet it's not my experience. I haven't
It
seen
will not be
it.
your experience. You know it. Bas, don't make a problem. It will not be an experience.
Ganga?
Yeah.
As you speak, you take away all the attractiveness of searching.
Okay, be happy then. Then that was the goal, huh? I am?
Yes, I am.
It's a disease. It's a ontological disease.
When I was sick, the last thing what I was holding to, it was this I am. I
Yeah,
want
yeah.
to be I am.
No, I understand, because when the body flips and all that,
But
it's a refuge. It's a refuge of the individual I am.
it's me who maintains it.
Yeah, sure. But it's not always there. It's not there in all the states of this person. There is no I am when you sleep. There's no sense of I am when you sleep. Then what? It's a good refuge for the waking state. So be free to believe it's true. When it presents itself, when it is the best place to be because of the life which can be tormented, no problem. But no, it's a refuge of someone. No, it's a place. That has to be seen, and then what? What more do you want to see? Who you are, you cannot see. But this much you can see. Then you keep quiet, you see. If you can see that, you know that you cannot see who you are, you just keep quiet. Did you hear?
I didn't meant it like a refuge.
No, you didn't know it was a refuge. I tell you, it's a refuge. It's a refuge of the religions, of the philosophies.
Yes, I have to see.
See. That's it.